It's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of bias. Your best of bias. Yeah, it's the best of bias. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Lydell Dinero. Let me move this microphone a little bit closer to my face. Yes, it's Lydell Dinero back for another episode of the Best of Bias podcast. You already know what it is. Yeah, I have a towel on my goddamn head. It is really, really hot today. And for some reason, the AC is causing a flood in the garage. So I'm getting that fixed right now. So a remedy for that is I'm going to have a towel on my head. Is that okay? You know, us bald people, we perspirate a lot faster than you haired people. You feel me? So I'm doing what I'm doing to protect my peace, and so I don't be glossing all over the camera for y'all. But I'm happy to be back. Got a lot of stuff to talk to y'all about. Excuse me. Sorry about the late episodes. Sorry about the Monday, the out of place episode placement. I know I should be on my P's and Q's by now. There's always some shit that comes up, and again, sorry if you hear fans in the background, because again, I ain't trying to sweat, and I got a little fan really, really close to your boy. But hope you guys are ready for some topics today. First and foremost, hope you guys had a really good 4th of July, man. I had an amazing time out there in San Diego. If you was following me on the Instagram, on the socials, you know I was getting down out there, letting free, you know, singing some of my favorite songs, enjoying some of my favorite people. One of my favorite people. Anyway, shout out V Rons out there. What's up, girl? And, you know, had some good dinners, met some good people. You know, it's all love out there, you know what I'm saying? It's always a vibe, always fun to visit, get a little fresh air, leave the bay a little bit and see how they rocking in SoCal. It's always cool. Shout out to SoCal, all my SoCal folks out there, enjoying the sun and the beaches, you know what I'm saying? It's always cool to get out of the, is munduity? Whatever. Getting out of the mundane routine of the day. And then getting out and traveling, you know what I'm saying? Though it may not be out of the state, it may not be very far, but it's just out of the norm, and it just gives me that release that I need. I was able to barbecue on an electric grill for the first time. That was an experience. But yeah, I got it done, you know what I'm saying? Some good burgers, and I experienced a bacon patty, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Chase. He boiled some bacon, chopped it up. You know, press it between 2 parchment papers and then put it in the oven. You have bacon patties to put on top of your burgers. That was a game changer. Thank you for teaching me that. I will be using that at future barbecues to expand my barbecue repertoire, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm trying to get there on the grill, get down on it, because, you know, those duties have been passed to me. Will be passed to me soon at these familial kind of gatherings, family reunions. So I want to be on par when I, you know, get to doing that tri-tip and steaks and stuff. I get a little bit better at, but the basics, I can whip up a burger and some dogs, hot links, chicken. I got you. But, you know, the other shit, I'm still learning, but it was a good time. Saw the fireworks, a bunch of fireworks shows out there in San Diego, right over the water. It was beautiful. Again, hopefully everybody out there got to spend some time with your loved ones, or get to experience 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? America, like right now, isn't in the best of places. You know, the patriotism isn't always there. But you know, 4th of July, you have time off to kick it with your family, and I have to go to work, throw some fireworks off, you know, enjoy some good food, good people. You know, it's always a good time. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not in it for the patriotism of it, it's just to get out and just have a day off and just chill. You know what I'm saying? It's lovely. A paid day off too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, again, hopefully I like to check on you guys' mental health. So hopefully you got to spend your time with somebody, got to just release, have time away from the shit that you don't like to do. Hopefully you were able to do that. And if you didn't, man, hopefully this weekend's better. Hopefully today's better whenever you listen to this podcast. I hope as we get deeper into it, your day gets better as we go on. Cause, you know, I'm here for you. And, you know, everything in the world, you know, can hit you hard. It can be very, very, very serious. But when you come here, we like to kick our feet up, enjoy family, bring our bias to the table and have an open discussion, and leave all that bullshit to the side. So can we do that? I think we are episode 249, if I'm not mistaken. It might be episode 250. Let me check just to be sure. Cause I don't want to lead y'all astray. I always lead y'all astray when I tell y'all what podcast episode this is. So let me do my research for myself right now. Bam. Bam, bam. This is episode 250. See? I would have said 249 have been wrong. This is episode 2 mother freaking 50. You two, I'm cleaning it up. I promise you I'm cleaning it up. But let's get into some topics again. I hope everybody is good. Okay, and also, let me do this in the beginning. I always do it at the end, but let's do it at the beginning. Just so you don't miss the show, it's 250. I don't even know what episode it is right now. Just so you won't miss out what episode it is, hit that bell, subscribe, like, share the link with your friends for the YouTube, for the pod, anywhere you find your favorite podcast. Keep the show popping. Any kind of content you want from Lydell Dinero and the crew, aka anybody else associated with the Best of Bias, hit that bell and they'll pop up on our Best of Bias page. Plenty of shit coming. Music, comic books, stories, all kind of action. It's just, it's coming. Right now, we're getting these pods out to you weekly, me and AKA. We out here hitting the bricks. Again, we're a small team. You already know what the story is, but we're gonna get it there one way or another. One way or a mother freaking another. We're gonna be there in your ear. Bigger and better, Best of Bias Media ain't going nowhere, but yeah, so I throw it out there. I always wait to the end, and you guys are like, I don't know if you guys always make it to the end, or you're like tired of hearing my voice by then and kind of tune out, but get it out in the beginning there. Just gives you guys kind of, a reminder in the beginning. Go out, you can click pause on the pod right now if you want to. Go ahead and subscribe, like, hit the bell for the reminders. And Twitch too, I wanted to let you guys know we still on the road to 50, man. I think we only got 20 followers, but we need about 30 more to be an affiliate. And we're trying to get this Twitch thing going, man. I know you guys want to see more of me. I've heard that you guys want to see my personality. You wanted me to be more of myself, like I am outside the pod, on the pod, and present to you guys something that's very interesting to keep you guys coming back. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know I wasn't giving you guys the energy you guys needed to keep on coming back, but I got that for you. Don't even worry about it. You see my hands right now? You see how active in the camera? I'm looking right into your soul and pointing right at you. I got you. More action, more personality, more shit coming real soon. I cuss again. YouTube, take that out of my paycheck. But let's get right into it real quick though. Sports, basketball, that shit is over. But we got Summer League going right now, and free agency in the offseason was happening. I don't know if I talked to you guys about my Nuggets pickups, because we are back, baby. If you thought we was going somewhere, Jokic isn't going to resign. He's going to the Lakers. Oh my gosh, they're going to blow up the team and they're going to start over and the Nuggets are done. Shut up. Watch ball, because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. I know you guys are the big market fans and only watch the Lakers and only watch the Warriors and the Celtics and the Cavaliers, since they're the hot team right now, but shut your mouth and no basketball, bro. Even if we would have stayed the same, we took OKC 7 injured. If we would have stayed the same with the same team, we would have beat them next year with a healthy MPJ and a healthy Aaron Gordon. And another year of development from Peyton Watson and Julian Strother, Hunter Tyson, and De'Aaron Holmes coming back right now. You didn't think we didn't stay put though. After we fired our coaches, Josh Kroenke, he said he was going to make big changes and big shit was going to happen for Nikola Jokic because he is in his prime right now, best player in the world currently for the last couple of years. And he doesn't plan to give that title up anytime soon. So to keep him happy and not want to go somewhere else to seek championships and him to stay Denver where his heart is anyway, we have to make some changes. We stayed pat the last 2 years and we thought shit was going to get better, but it just seemed as though shit just kept being the same. Literally, Game 7, second round. That's where we lost 2 years in a row. So changes had to be made, and sorry, but MPJ had to go. My brother, I personally want to say thank you for everything you contributed to the team. Again, we know. I think I've been on this pod ever since you've been drafted, MPJ, talking about your contributions, even when you're drafted, how much of a steal you were. Just the surgeries you had to go through, the back surgeries and all that, just to be able to play with us and show your talents out there. You were a majestic, a majestic talent coming out of Missouri, not even playing a full year. Everybody knew the talent you had and the prospect you were, being 6'10" and can shoot the way you can shoot. And you had to prove it the whole way, with the Nuggets, We took a chance on him, even with the injury risk, and he vowed to show that he was worth it. And he did. He came through, being one of the most prolific shooters in Nuggets history. Nobody his size had a stroke like that on the Nuggets ever. We were just waiting for a little bit more to develop with his game, his handle, his defense, his movement without the ball. He was more so just a spot up shooter and a really good shooter, especially when you get on the ball in the pocket. But, it left us wanting more. after we won the championship, it kind of hid his kind of faults and kind of stunted his growth a little bit because we got there without him actually getting to where he needed to be as far as his potential. And then the next couple of years, us trying to repeat and run it back, he kind of regressed a little bit. Instead of getting better and taking it over top after winning the championship, he regressed a little bit. Like, again, he should be able to handle the ball, get past the guy out over like a dribble or two, just be able to dribble past somebody. No, unless he's shooting on the first shot, like right when he gets the ball, he has to pass out of it, or he's going to take a bad shot over somebody. You know what I'm saying? And they used to target him on defense in the playoffs when we won the championship. They laid off a little bit after that, but, he didn't really get better in defense. Not saying that he didn't try. He still was a liability. Though he was 6'10", he started grabbing boards a little bit more. We didn't get any blocks out of him. You know what I mean? He would dunk on a couple of people, but he didn't do what he's supposed to do for his prospect and the money that we paid him, especially when we signed him for an extension last year, the max. So we traded him for Cam Johnson, and Cam Johnson is a similar player to him, a little bit older, shoots a little bit worse. He's still a good shooter. If you look at the shot charts, they're really similar. Played a little bit more defense, and I think he was way cheaper. Actually, it saved us about, I think, $40 million or so. Maybe $20 million. I may be exaggerating, but a significant amount of money. Cam Johnson was cheaper and it allowed us to get Tim Hardaway Jr., re-sign Bruce Brown, and also get Valanciunas. 4 players that can contribute right away, adding to all the players we have. Only players we really lost were Michael Porter Jr. and Sarge. Everybody else from the playoff and championship teams is still here. Bruce Brown is actually coming back from the championship team. You know what I mean? It is looking good. If Russell Westbrook will sign back to have the run point, we'll have the starting 5 of Jokic, Jamal Murray, Christian Brown, Aaron Gordon, and Cam Johnson coming off the bench, Bruce Brown, Tim Hardaway, Peyton Watson, who else we got? I guess we got Zeke Naji, and then, and Big Val. That's a second 5. We only had 8 people, maybe 6 for real going into the playoffs last year that we trusted. So having a cool at least 8 or 9 players to rotate throughout the season and in the playoffs to keep our players fresh is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I know you guys heard about every other team making trades and stuff like that. The Houston Rockets, all the shit that they got. The Hawks making trades. The Magic making trades. The Lakers signed DeAndre Ayton. A bunch of shit going on. The Heat trading for Norman Powell. John Collins going to the Clippers. The whole model of stacking up a team that is not superstar heavy, but just has a good 6 or 7 guys who can play their role really, really well to contribute towards the championship winning team. That's what's going on right now. A lot of players are, you look at the OKC, they just won a championship and running off that championship high. They just went ahead and paid all their their 3 main guys hella money, taking them into the second apron of the luxury tax. I don't know if they plan to trade some of these players soon, but you still got players on the team you have to pay. I would assume you have to extend Dort. I would assume you have to extend. I think they already extended the other Jalen Williams. You know what I'm saying? You can't have money for everybody. So you've seen what happened to the Celtics. They tried to pay everybody, and the team blew up after 2 years after they didn't run it back. I don't know how much money they got out there in OKC, but I don't know if they're going to be a team that struggles with the top second, third apron and have to pay that extra tax. Maybe they will. Sam Presti, I guess he's a genius, so maybe it's all in the plan. But it seems kind of weird to pay. I think Shai got the Supermax, 5 years, 285 mil. I have it written down right here. 4 years, 285 mil. Chet got 5 years, 250. J-Dub got 5 years, 287 mil. And that's $822 million between 3 people. And they have a team that plays at least 10 to 12 people. So it's kind of crazy for them to put all that money to these players and then set a model for a team that has hella players that they can use to win a championship and then just kind of fuck it up right away. It's kind of interesting. We're going to see what happens with OKC. You saw Booker get extended too. I don't know what they're doing over there with the Suns. Booker, Beal, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks. They drafted a couple of people that center from, I think, Kentucky. But they extended Booker 2 years for $145 million, $75 million a year. That is crazy shit. Big money being passed around in basketball. I don't know if they ever really plan to pay out this much money. To be having these players get that much money a year is crazy as fuck. I don't know how people can walk around making that much money and just being okay with it. I feel like that should kind of just be dispersed around the world or help some kind of homeless problem in that team city. They should be obligated to give maybe like 2 million of that crazy ass salary to the city to help a cause or some shit like that, because $75 million a year for what? I know you're probably going to chop it in half because of taxes, but still, I'm out. I ain't even gonna talk about my job. He plays basketball. Anyways, Dame being cut is really fucked up too. Milwaukee, I don't know why you're just gonna cut Dame to try to get out of that contract. Actually, you're still paying him, so I don't know what the point of cutting him is. Giannis, you're trying to make Giannis happy, but cutting Dame, the second best player on the team, I don't know how that's gonna happen. They trade for Miles Turner. They keep Kevin Porter. Pretty much the same team as last year, but adding Miles Turner. I don't know how that's going to really help. They lost Brook Lopez too to the Clippers. Clippers actually loading out there. It's kind of interesting, but I don't know. Milwaukee, I think they're just delaying the inevitable. After they don't win the championship this year and next year, unless they give him a whole bunch of bazillion dollars, he's going to be a Knick. He's going to be a Warrior before you know it. So I don't know. They're just blowing up the team for no reason in my eyes. And Halliburton get better because it was just announced he was going to be out for the whole next season. So shout out him. Hope he gets better soon because that's really sad to see. Damn, OKC got that stimulus package. But I'm going to stop my hating right there. Moving out of basketball, because that's all I really got. And WNBA All-Stars coming up soon. The All-Star teams were selected. I should have got those down for you, but Team Caitlin's going to win because she picked Sabrina and she got Satu. I know the other team got Stewie, and they got some ballers. They got Nafessa Collier, but Team Caitlin also got Asia Wilson. So yeah, Team Caitlin's gonna win that. Sorry, but All-Star Games, I think it's July 18th. Watch that. I know it's gonna be on TV because it's in Indianapolis and in Caitlin Clark City. Everything she does, they try to put on national television anyway. So you're gonna see that bigger and better than you've ever seen it before, I'm sure, this year in the W. Pop culture. Let's get into that. Diddy, update on the case. I haven't really talked much about Diddy because I don't really know what the fuck has been going on, really. I know he was on trial for being freaky as hell. I know I saw the video of him, beating up Cassie, so I know that's something that he did for sure. But as far as the sex parties and the shit that was going on there, I wasn't necessarily sure what was happening. I heard he was holding people against their will and making them do sex acts at these sex parties, but as the cases have been coming out, it seems like people were doing that and getting paid for it and kind of at these parties doing it with their will, not against their will, participating in these sex parties. So I'm not too sure what the case was. I know it was racketeering and RICO stuff, which he pleaded not guilty for it. He got found not guilty for, which, yeah, I don't really understand what the RICO stuff and the racketeering was. Getting people to come in and perform at sex parties to do shit for people that he, likes or his friends, he's definitely guilty of doing that, but is it illegal? Is always what kind of wondered. It all seemed like they're just kind of like trying to shame him for being freaky and just have the stuff that he liked to do under the guise of his sex parties. The baby oil stuff, the semen on the nipples, all that stuff. I feel like it would seem to just embarrass him because, I mean, what's illegal about that? You know what I mean? The burning of Kid Cudi's car and stuff like that. I understand how that could bring about legal action. People can be unsafe for their lives. I heard that he made somebody take out money from their mom's house or some weird shit. I don't know. But ultimately, that's how researched I am about it. I don't really know. I just wanted to see what the verdicts were because they were accusing him of a lot of stuff, and to see what actually was going down and what actually he was going to face was interesting to me. But he was not guilty on 3 of the 5 charges. The 3 that he was not guilty were racketeering, sex trafficking by force, 2 counts of that. And he's still facing 20 years for transportation for prostitution, 2 counts of that. So yeah, prostitution is legal. So damn, 20 years. Yeah, as you can see, I'm still kind of shaky. I'm just kind of reporting on stuff that come out, and people have made a big deal about him being not guilty on 3 of 5 of the accounts. So he's able to go home. But I think the sentencing is this month. They moved it up expeditiously just so if he is going to face jail time, it seems like they're trying to put him back in jail as fast as possible. But as of now. It seems like he kind of escaped a lot of the harshest stuff that people said was going to happen to him. And so people have been slandering his name and putting out hella stories and talking so much shit about conspiracies he could have been involved in, Tupac, Kim Porter, all that kind of shit. Though, that's not what he was being tried for. The dirtiest and nastiest shit has came out about him, and people were slandering him on podcasts and TV shows, documentaries. So for him to be able to walk, though his reputation may be tarnished forever, it's still gonna be like, bro, it's gonna be hard for a lot of people to kind of walk around. I know he's probably not gonna have a lot of power anymore, but who knows? He still has his money, and people that he can reach, he could reach still, So a lot of potters who didn't want to touch on the stuff to begin with the potential of him being able to sue people who defamed his name, or just be able to check him or eliminate opportunities. I don't know how in cahoots he is still with people in upper tiers, but it seems like he was kind of a fall guy for all this stuff. Cause he was probably supplying these parties for the riches in the upper ups at these companies and the people that he rubbed shoulders with. So, it seems like he held it down for them. So with him holding it down, maybe those people are still going to have him behind the scenes in high favor and still do things for him, which could make it hard out there for the people who were talking a lot of shit along the way, which is also it was kind of weird, man. Y'all heard about all the freaky shit. I ain't got to reiterate it, but you saw the Cassie shit. I think he does deserve to sit down for a little bit, because if he's beating her up like that on camera, knowing the cameras are there, I don't know what kind of other domestic violence he could be presenting to other people, or I don't know. So that's always a possibility. So you got to be careful about that. But the whole trying to shame him for his sex parties, I mean, if people are down to have those sex parties with them and everybody's consenting and those kind of things, it's kind of weird for put somebody in jail for 20 years for that. But if there's something deeper and more heinous involved in that, you guys let me know, because again, I'm not always the most educated on these law and political things. But hey, if you let me know, we can all learn together. How about that? Moving on. Hey, Drake music is back. What did I miss? Hey, Young Iceman. How you guys feeling about the song? I know you guys heard that. Iceman, What Did I Miss? It's dropped everywhere on DSPs everywhere now. He's back, man. If you thought he was gonna turn off the gas and not try to not try to get his get back for what everybody was doing all fall and spring, or I don't know if it was fall, winter and spring, or whatever, however long it was. It seemed like a long ass time. It's been like a year. He's like, what did I miss? You know what I'm saying? I would play it, but should probably get taken down. But how do you guys feel about the new song? I liked it, though it wasn't really lyrical. The beat and the vibes, it's a song where I could be on the Peloton, I could be on the treadmill dipping, you know what I'm saying? Just, cause everybody in the world has been doubted before. There's people that say they don't like you in the world, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta push through that shit, you know what I'm saying? Though he is talking about the whole Kendrick and everybody else that was dissing him shit, when you're listening to it, you ain't necessarily gotta relate it to that. You can use the music as something as a motivator, a workout song, you know what I'm saying? It's leading up to his Iceman album that's coming out soon. I don't know if you guys saw the rollout. He was rolling around in the truck, listening to the music, I think he released the video. I don't know if there's a video, actually. There's a video. Yeah, he was dancing by the pool with a lot of guns. I don't know. We're going to see what comes up from the album. Again, I don't know if he's done dissing. I think he's coming back, shooting at everybody still that shot at him. He was quiet for a while. Now he's back with some shit. Me personally, I wasn't really the biggest Nokia fan. But this song, man, if you got some shit like this coming out, some vibers. Yeah. It doesn't have to be a competition, man. I think you should leave that little beef thing with Kendrick Lamar alone. But if we got some good music coming for the summertime, just in time for vacation, let's get it, man. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of good music coming out tonight, too. I think the Clips album is coming out tonight. Justin Bieber's coming out with a surprise album. Jack Boy just announced they're dropping on July 13th. You know what I'm saying? The summertime is going to be lit. A lot of new music coming out. A lot of good shit. Jid's coming out the 18th. If I'm not mistaken, I saw that motherfucking Ty Dolla $ign's album was supposed to come on July 18th. I hope he didn't push it back like Roddy Ricch has been pushing his back. That boy's album's supposed to come out in February. He pushed it all the way back to October, bro. What is going on? What is going on? Roddy Ricch, I know you got some slaps on there. I know DJ Mustard ain't doing you dirty because he just dropped another song with Don Toliver, FWU. That song is a slapper, so I know DJ Mustard ain't ran out of beats. So Roddy Ricch, get your shit together. Drake is coming, so I know if you don't drop before that, you're going to push your shit back to October again of next year. So there's a lot of rollout coming, a lot of people coming. So Roddy, everybody, stop being scared. Drop your shit on a Monday. Jack Boys is dropping on a Monday, I think. You know what I'm saying? Change the day up. Do what you got to do, but don't be scared, bro. We need good music back. Nobody's been dropping for real. And one big artist every Friday is crazy. What happened to the days where everybody put out music at the same time? Don't be scared, bro. We need it. We need it. I know you guys are scared of being judged by us. I hope you, I don't know when y'all got so scared of us. We gonna support you. We're fans of your music. Gun is coming too, bro. Like, bro, it's time. Love Island update. America, what is wrong with y'all? Taylor and Clark, bro. This can't be real. I don't know. Me personally, I think y'all thought it was too much color on the show because I was looking the other day. I was like, oh shit. There's only like 2 white people on this show. Nick and Iris. Everybody else is either some kind of minority or something else, and it's getting a little chocolate. It's going a little different than it was in season 6. So we had to shake some shit up, and that's what they did. Because there ain't no goddamn way that Shelly and Ace are the number 1 couple after y'all dogged them all season long. And you see Taylor here break it off with Alandria. Y'all saw Alandria acting crazy and snitching on everybody. She's still a beautiful girl, great person. But you should be able to let them separate. You saw what Clark and Taylor were doing. You saw Taylor coming out of his shell. You saw Clark becoming a person that was outwardly and not somebody in her shell, and just somebody that's a victim of a weird ass love triangle. Like, why keep kicking out the people that are the strongest couples? Producers, you guys step in for everything else. You see America making the wrong decision, step in and change it up a little bit. You may have done that. I think you may have done that just to get a little color off the show. You let them go home together so they can still be together, but you know what I'm saying? This Nick and Alandria thing, it's not working. I know it's a friendship. You know, a friend situation, friendship, whatever, however you can combine those together. Like, they realized, okay, we almost lost twice. Even if we really ain't feeling each other, we're gonna put on to make it work. Cause ain't no way in hell. I get it, Taylor, opened up to Clark a lot faster than he opened up to Alandria, but ain't no way Alandria is just gonna open up to Nick way faster than he opened up to Taylor. You know she's doing it for the sake of the $100,000. You know you're doing it for the sake of airtime and staying on TV. People love Nick. People love Alandria, so they're trying to keep him on TV. There's no way it's a good couple. It's not a good couple, and I'm kind of upset that they're trying to play in our faces like that. Shelly and Ace are the strongest couple. We get it. Chris and Hutter are there for the drama. Those should be the 2 couples that stand there at the end and at the decide between 2. A little too much in controlling how shit went. They try to be too real and too relatable in this season. And now they're trying to make a live, or after the Villa shit, make a fucking Jersey Shore-like show with season 6 people, because season 7 is probably not getting the same reaction as season 6. Bro, you're gonna ruin it. It's my first year here. I'm new here. And y'all, I can already tell y'all about to water it down and ruin it and make everybody run back to The Bachelor. I'm telling you right now, bro. Bachelor in Paradise already changed their filming style, so, and the challenge is coming back. Don't let the challenge, them start bringing them new people on there and them being some romance again, bro. Love Island, you set the platform, but it might be going off the rails a bit, but yeah. What else we got here? SDCC, I'm coming to you in 2 weeks, bro. So I want you guys to be there. Hall H is going to be presenting, Tron Aries is going to be, I think, presenting, Peacemaker as well. I don't know if I'm going to be camping out for Hall H. I don't know. But like I said, I got Thursday and Sunday. I want to see everybody there, man. I want to see you guys in line. I want to see everybody not camping out, but standing in the line for the Funko Pops, for the exclusive merch. I want to see it all, man. It's been a while since I've been to Comic-Con. It's been a while since I've been to LA Comic-Con. I've never been to SDCC, but I have been to the San Diego Convention Center. It's been a while since I've been there, and I'm super stoked, super excited to be in the building, to actually get to see all the shit that's going on. Got my tickets right here. We're out here, Comic-Con, Patrick, Washington. You already know I'm an attendee in this bitch. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Blood, sweat, and tears went into that, so I'm going to enjoy the shit out of myself. I want to really get the best of Bias on the map. The Twitch stuff, it's not as well received as I thought it would be. And it's not something that I really want to do. You will see videos, you will see vlogs, because I'm really good at that. But the IRL streaming on Twitch, I don't know. I might go Instagram live, but if you guys turn me up on Twitch enough, maybe I will go live at Comic-Con a little bit there, but I'm not going to bring the whole setup. I might bring the mini mics, because I am going to be walking around by myself, and I do want to kind of get people's kind of opinions on things. And I kind of do want to dress up, but I'll keep you guys posted. I'm excited to see Fantastic Four during Comic-Con. I don't know if I'm going to see it at like a screening there, because Marvel's not going to be there, but I will be in the theaters with a bunch of Comic-Con people, but amongst people that I'll be talking about it, and I have to, because I know people will be walking around Comic-Con spoiling that shit, so I will not be spoiled. So Superman tomorrow, I'm going to have that review for you guys. I will get a in-depth review. I don't know if the boys want to be on it. They always talk shit about they want to be on here and review shit, but they don't really be about the shit that they say. So I don't know about that, but Superman, I will see that tomorrow and let you guys know about it. I will get an instant reaction. I'm not going to wait a whole week to do that, because that's way too long. So I might either do it on the weekend, or I might even get it out midweek before Friday or before the weekend, just so I can get some other information out on the weekend, or just one podcast in the middle of the week, a good 45 minutes of review. Maybe I can get somebody in here to talk about it with me. However you guys want, let me know. I'll do it how you guys want me to do it. Hey, you feel me? But Cinema Corner, we're almost done. A couple more things here. Smoke, if you guys haven't seen the Apple TV Plus, my guy Egerton, I forgot his first name. How's it going to be my guy if I don't know his first name? But Apple TV Plus still raking out the shows, man. It's about a firefighter and a fire investigator trying to find some arsonists who are setting fires around the town. You know what I'm saying? I won't spoil it right now. I'm 3 episodes in, but I won't spoil it right now. I want you guys to watch it and let me know how you guys like it before I get into a review. I'll keep the reviews to kind of smaller things like TV shows, or actually movies, because we have a lot of movies. I did 28 Days Later. Go listen to the last pod. 2 pods ago for that one. I did, actually, yeah, 2 pods ago for that one. This one, I am going to do Jurassic Park. I got that for y'all. I didn't let you guys know that, but surprise, motherfuckers. I am going to be reviewing Jurassic Park. Jurassic World, Rebirth real quick with y'all, but Smoke is out right now. What else am I watching right now? Stick, of course, on Apple TV Plus as well. Netflix, I'm rewatching Naruto. I'm actually finished the first Naruto. I got the spill on, how to pass all the fillers, and y'all didn't tell me episodes fucking 7, 8, and 9 are basically all filler episodes. I've been sitting there watching all of season 7. But I'm on Shippuden now, so I'm going to see what's going on with that. I'm almost caught up, man. I've been binging a lot on my anime to get back with my people, and let you guys know what my favorite is. You know, y'all see what I got behind me. You have a little bit of what I like. I like everything, bro. I got my JJK, my Demon Slayer, Full Metal Alchemist, 7 Deadly Sins, Dragon Ball Z. You already know I love it all. Fucking, of course, One Punch Man. So I'm with the shits. You know what I'm saying? And I saw that 50% of millennials now watch anime weekly. You know what I'm saying? They used to make fun of us, but nigga, we made. Nah, I'm just playing. But let's get into this review so I can get you guys out of here. This episode's pretty cool. It ain't going really smooth. And I got the doggies downstairs. I know they tripping out. It's hot as hell up here on the way. They want to be up under me in this hot ass office. I'm talking to y'all, minding my business. But anyways, the town don't look that bad, huh? And shout out Dylan Brooks, man. I have to rock the Oregon jersey today. I always repping my teams. If you guys know what kind of jersey I'm rocking today, if you wanted to know. Dylan Brooks, man. I know people don't like you, but you one of us, bro. Let's go Devils. Jurassic World Rebirth, man. It was something else, man. I'm a Jurassic Park 1 and Jurassic Park 3 fan. Or a 2 fan. I like Lost World. Jurassic Park 3 was interesting to me, but I didn't, I think I may have seen it too much for me to actually have it be one of my faves. But it was cool, man. A lot of people didn't really like it. I know it made a whole bunch of money, already. But I didn't mind it, man. Me personally, when I go to see Jurassic Park, when I go to see these kaiju movies, I don't really go for plot, man, because a lot of this shit's gonna be unrealistic anyways. I'm really there just to see big ass dinosaurs, big ass monsters, see how well the CGI is ingratiated. You know what I'm saying? Let me see some thrill. Let me see some people running from dinosaurs. Let me see some people getting eaten by dinosaurs. Let me see the dinosaurs in the real world. That's kind of what I've been waiting to kind of see. You know, Jurassic Park, you have the dinosaurs interacting with the people. The 2 and 3, the newer ones with Chris Pratt and the last one, I didn't even see Domination because I heard it was hella bad. They're supposed to be integrating dinosaurs into the real world and pretty much it was about locusts and shit. So this one I was happy to be actually about dinosaurs again. Scarlett Johansson, you had Mahershala Ali, plenty more people. So the cast was exciting. So I was like, I'm gonna go see it. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what they're talking about. I see them having big ass dinosaurs that are supposed to be, motherfucking biogenically connected to make dinosaurs. You saw it in the last one. You saw when they mixed the raptor with the motherfucking Tyrannosaurus and all that shit. They're trying to, people are always going to want to see an attraction. So dinosaurs are one of the biggest attractions in the world. So you genetically modify them with some other shit to make bigger, scarier dinosaurs. That whole spiel to make it more interesting to the people. Blah, 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 blah. Spoiler alert again, because I'm going to be talking about shit from here to there. But if you guys see it, you know what I'm talking about. But I like the movie a lot. Scarlett Johansson's character, it was kind of like a side story. Me personally, I like the fact that it didn't have to go rehash everything and tell us this is connected to the number one because this is it was kind of its own story. It started off it was kind of corny how it started off. I'm not gonna lie. How they were in a lab on the island genetically modifying these dinosaurs secretly just for shits and giggles. So I don't know really why they were doing it. But I guess one of the scientists had a candy bar and then the candy bar wrappers went into one of the vents to where the security doors couldn't close, letting the dinosaur get out. It was the stupidest shit I've ever seen, by the way, because after the wrapper fell, the fucking candy bar disappeared. Like, what was the point of him even unwrapping it and holding it like that with the bar outside the wrapper if he wasn't even going to eat the candy bar? That pissed me off, firstly. Who wastes a perfectly good candy bar? And the way that the shit flew in the thing and this short-circuited the whole system, I don't think a candy wrapper would short-circuit a whole system to the fact where a dinosaur can get out. If it was that easy to crack a security system, I don't think it's something worth securing. So it started off like that, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be kind of corny. You guys are not even trying to hide the fact that this is going to be kind of corny for the fact that you're having this be your first scene. And then it flashes forward and be like, oh yeah, that lab was deserted because everybody was killed by the dinosaurs and the experiments they were doing, they got out of hand. So everybody just fled the island and the island is just banned. Nobody can go to this island because there's monster dinosaurs here that people just left. Oh yeah. So of course, people are out trying to fuck with the island. That's where we get this first family that we meet for some reason boating in the island where there's dinosaurs are on, like, with the sailboat. What the Anyways, the family's kind of funny, so having them in the movie throughout the story, I think even though it was kind of pointless, Xavier was comic relief, but I think this family did not need to be in the movie. It just added extra frustration and extra fakeness. The part where the girl goes to get the raft right by the Tyrannosaurus, bruh, and they're able to row the boat. The little girl is hiding in the boat and the dinosaur bites the fucking inflatable raft and it doesn't pop. It falls out of the dinosaur's mouth and they're able to get on the boat and just ride away. Yeah. But anyways, the morality of the movie, I guess these dinosaurs had special chromosomes in their body. So if you extract the so they're giant dinosaurs. So you would think one sample out of one dinosaur would be enough to create this cure you're talking about. I don't understand how there's 4 specific kind of dinosaurs and you have to get the sample out of each one in order to get this cure for heart disease that you're looking for. Though it is an incredible thing to do, you know, curing heart disease, having people live a little bit longer. Why do you need each separate dinosaur's DNA to synthesize this cure? Anyways, they want us to see all the dinosaurs. I get it. We saw all the dinosaurs. I get it. We see the big ass water snake motherfucker. They shoot that motherfucker. There's all drama. They knock the boat out of the water. Man, it was kind of weird to me. Ultimately, the boat gets fucking blown up or it catches on fire, but everybody jumps off the boat into the water where the dinosaurs are to escape when the boat is just crashing onto land and it barely crashes into the trees, the safest crash that you've ever seen. So we're going to put ourselves into danger in the ocean where all the dinosaurs are just swooping people out of the water and get off the boat when the boat is just going to land and is not going to. Mahershala Ali draws the super alien T-Rex to him. They're face to face, but somehow Mahershala Ali gets away in the end and lives. They find out that the guy that's going to give them money for collecting these samples is a bad guy. They still agree with going through on the mission, thinking they're going to get money after the guy ends up being a bad guy and pulling a gun on them and threatening them. They're still happy about getting the samples, even though the guy who was going to sell them and give them their money is dead. Now they have no money. Just a bunch of dead friends, a broken boat, and dead dreams. I guess you can say they are going to sell the things and they're going to get rich and famous for finding the cure for these diseases. But how do you know the company that was going to make this cure is going to fuck with you now that the sponsor is dead? You say you're going to give the samples to these other people that can give the whole shit to the whole world rather than just one company. How do you know they know how to make a cure? How do you know this company didn't have perpetual research that was going to allow them to make the cure and nobody else has it? Wild stuff, man. Wow, so I enjoyed seeing the dinosaurs. I enjoyed seeing a glimpse of a raptor and a T-Rex. I didn't know, T-Rexes could swim. I didn't like the ultimate reveal of the D-Rex. It looked like a big ass penis. The fuck was that? Little 4 arms. The payoff wasn't even there. Actually, the more I talk about it, actually, the less I like the movie. I was on the edge of my seat sometimes, when they fell in the water and the T-Rex started swimming and the little girl was trying to get away, but, the T-Rex almost gobbled her up. There's some suspense there, but ultimately you kind of knew nobody from the family was going to die. You kind of knew Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali weren't going to die. I kind of thought Mahershala was going to sacrifice himself, but for him to live kind of just made it a little more cheesy. They're not going to come out with a sequel. All this movie really had me thinking is Mahershala Ali is ready for Blade. He's in shape. He's a great actor. Got a whole bunch of swagger and charisma. Had the signature laugh down. But y'all playing games in Marvel and letting this man get old and do all these other projects and bullshit on fucking Jurassic Park when he should be doing Blade. It came out that the costumes that were supposed to be used for Blade ended up being the costumes used in Sinners. I'm happy that didn't happen, by the way, because I was not ready for that kind of movie personally. But ultimately, guys, I will give this movie a 6.5, maybe a 7, just because I gave 28 years later, like a 6 or 6.5. This was better than that in my opinion, maybe a 7, but not much better. Yeah. But it was interesting to find out that Scarlett Johansson Scarlett Johansson is the top grossing actor of all time. She's grossed $14,614,875,816. Second, Sam Jackson, $14,605,504,375. And then RDJ with $14,315,312,253. These motherfuckers is raking it in, but ScarJo, it's interesting to see that she grossed the most. I guess, what was that one where she was like psychic? I guess that pulled in a lot, because all the other shit is Marvel shit, you know what I mean? Jurassic Park, of course, is gonna make a lot of money. Sam Jackson has been in everything too. Star Wars, Quentin Tarantino shits. And RDJ has been paid up basically all from fucking Marvel. So Marvel's gonna get you that paycheck. You might be typecast and stuck in a role for years and years and years, but they gonna pay you some money. And ultimately, that's what you want in these acting gigs. They may not be ultimately, I mean, if you're in it for the art and it's not satisfying you in that way, I get it, but hey, you're gonna make some money fucking with Marvel. But yeah, shout out Mahershala, shout out ScarJo, shout out Jurassic World, man. Go see it, go see it, go see it. Of course, my opinion is my opinion, but I would not want to negate you from being able to get that movie experience, especially if you see it in XD. I haven't seen anything in XD. Anything in XD could probably make the movie a little bit better when it comes to shit like that. So go check it out, go check it out, go check it out. Don't let me dissuade you. But that's the end of the podcast, y'all, where I like to let you guys let you guys know where to find me. I ain't much else to talk about. Nice, short and sweet. You know what I'm saying? I am Lydell Dinero. It's SAC_Lydell on the Instagram, Patrick_Lydell on the Snapchat. If you're looking for the podcast, you have the podcast on YouTube where AKA puts all these videos. I have like 250 videos of content, more than that. Check us out. We have plenty of shit on there. Keeping you guys up to date, topics on topics on topics on topics. I know I stopped timestamping it for y'all, but maybe one day I'll get back into it. But I'm already pumping this shit out so fast, and I'll be working so much, it's kind of hard for me to go back and listen again, timestamp everything. I'll be jumping around so much too. So hopefully you guys give me some grace there. Again, thank you, AKA, for everything. Always putting these videos together. TikTok is Best of Bias as well. Promos and shit. Promos go on the Instagram for Best of Bias and TikTok as well. Little stuff about the episodes, little promos for the episodes. Let me know how I can get better, man. I'm thinking of new ways to kind of try to promote the pod, because I need more people to join the family, more followers on Instagram, YouTube, all that shit. So however that can come, let me know, give me tips. I'm very receptive for that. And if you want to be on the show, you want to be part of the team, let me know. You know where to find me. Instagram, email, shit, YouTube, anywhere you find me, you can see Growly, see my face. I'm down to talk to you guys, chop it up, take suggestions. Always welcoming the help. Plenty of jobs here for you. You ain't got that much money to pay you yet, but once we blow up, like I know we will, I have plenty of money to go around. So again, it's the Best of Bias podcast, episode 250. Yeah, season 4 coming real soon, right around the corner. I might drop that on y'all before y'all know it, but thank y'all again for being here. Thank you, AK, for always putting this together for me and making it accessible to the people. And thank you, people, for listening to me. Again, hopefully everybody's mental is good. Hopefully you guys have a good weekend. Hopefully your 4th was great. And hey, see y'all at Comic-Con. It's the Best of Bias podcast. Lydell Dinero, where that theme song is right here. It's the best of Bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of Bias. Best of Bias, yeah.